Welcome back. It is time for ink transfer drawing with Mark Zimmerman. I'm rolling a thin layer of really intense black ink out on a sheet of plexiglass. I am Mark Zimmerman, by the way. And what I'm going to do next is drop a sheet of paper on top of that. And then I'm going to draw and rub on the back, transferring ink to the front. So what you're looking at right now is the back of the paper. I'm going to tape it down so it can't move when I draw. Otherwise I get some smudges that I don't want. And I think I'm going to do a really simple landscape. I actually have a photograph. Very often I just work from memory. But I have a little photograph over there that I think I'll work kind of from. So I can feel the ink is inside some tape, and I can feel the edge of that tape and drag this pen along the edge of that tape. And then my drawing needs to happen inside that rectangle because that's where the ink is. Let me just show you the photograph too. I'm going to look at this little one right here in this top corner. So put in some grass, huh? Can't have a prairie landscape without some grass. Grasses tend to grow a little taller in the fence line. So I'm going to put a fence post in and some barbed wire, so I have a fence line here. Alright, so I can also touch the back of this and transfer ink that way too. Alright, so let's put a post in here. Kind of a thin post, as posts go. Pretty tall, pretty thin. Again, I'm going to transfer a little ink on the shadowy side of that post with just the pressure of my finger. Put some barbed wire in here. Can't forget the barbs then. There is not much going on in this landscape. I do have a little edge here. Just a little line on the horizon. And I think I'll just transfer just a tiny bit of ink out in here. And a tiny bit here. And I can peek, since I didn't look much at that photograph, I can get it out of here too. I can peek, see what I've done. There may be something I want to add. There's nothing I can change, I can add, but I can't take anything away. I think maybe I want a little more definition to some of this grass. Let's just work without a net. We'll just call that good enough. Get that out of here. There's my little simple little landscape. I kind of like these wide open empty places. And that's just water. And put a little paint in there. We'll call that a sky. Switch colors a little bit. Let's go down. Let's lighten this yellow paint just a little bit. I'm going to put a little more water. What I've got is watercolor, and I've got it already in solution, sitting in little cups over here, so it's very quick and easy to get and put it to work. Yeah, that's about right. So that's a yellow. I'm going to come back with a little yellow ochre. Let's see how dark that is. Pretty dark. That'll be all right. Get a little contrast going here. Let this, so I'm kind of painting wind in grass too, so the grass is kind of coming alive here. Let my brush kind of dance like the wind dances, or like the grass dances in the wind. And I need one more color kind of to set this off. Obviously some autumn grass. Actually, it can look like this pretty early on in the summer too. Same color, but really light here. Really light, I said. So I'm going to pick some of that up. Gives me a nice texture anyway, so I get a freebie there. You know, but I don't see one, so I'm not gonna. I was thinking I needed a little board here, but But I don't seem to have one, so I'll work without it. I wanted to kind of tip this paper. I can work it flat too. Oh, probably should keep the brown out of the sky. Huh? All right. I think I'm going to lighten a different color a little bit. A little more water. Water is lighter because it's the transparency that lets the paper, which is white, off-white in this case, lets that show through. I'm going to tip this. I kind of want to get my brush in here a little differently. So that's just a little purple. Create just a little bit of a shadow. And see if I can dance a little purple in down here too. Probably not getting any better when I fuss with it, huh? I think I want a little bit smaller brush. I'm going to come back with just a touch of blue. Maybe a little bit more touch than that. I always sign them in pencil, so I'm going to call it Wind in the Wire. Sign it. Zimmerman, date it. 2020. There you go. That's how they're done. Hope you had fun watching. I had fun making it. Kind of a fun one. Till next time. Bye-bye.